Don't come after administrators. Don't come after other board members, okay? Because I'll be the first one that's going to come after you.
Wow.
Wow!
What the fuck?
Wow!
She tripled down, quadrupled.
Wow!
No, I know what I wrote, and I know what I meant. And I also know that and I don't care if everybody thinks that it's going to happen, so you shouldn't do it. When stuff like this happens, it's meant to squash people trying to speak up. And when somebody takes your private statement on a page, and I would have published that thing honestly publicly too, but those were thoughts of mine that I held were private, right? And somebody in this room tonight admitted that she got a hold of my post, the entire post, and that she ended up posting it, but it wasn't posted the way I wrote it. Okay? So you guys, you have your opinions, that's fine. And everybody, believe it or not, I listen to everybody in this district when they speak. Okay? But also remember that there are 20,000 kids in this district with, families, and there are a lot of stakeholders and everything. And we cannot ever do anything in this board just because a small group of people demand it. And then over and over again, the past since I've been on the board, I have been called a groomer. I was trying to kill your kids. I was, just not listening to you, that I was doing things, I was making decisions because your kids were your kids. I've never done any of that. And you can, and I've listened to it, and I honestly at this point, I'm almost impervious to it because it's been said and done so many times to me. But that's not why I wrote this piece. I wrote this piece because of my struggles, okay? My struggles with my own inadequacies. I admitted in that piece that I had a knee-jerk reaction at the beginning of this that I wasn't proud of. And I looked to do what I could do to make myself not feel better, but make myself help me trying to deal with my feelings about Mr. Kirk. He was not, he said and did some awful things. And his murder. I was not happy that he was murdered. But anyway, I read that article and I attached it to that. And the whole thing was that I'm struggling to make these changes and things like that. And other people I know were too, because a lot of people felt the way I felt. And we're dealing with real problems with, I don't know what the word at this point is, but resolving my conflict, I guess is the best way to say it. But I'm not going to apologize for
Why
that.
did you say that first part? Why didn't you just repost it? That was We're not being judged on his work. We're being
Go away.
Take her out.
Please refrain from comment. This is Mrs. Zettler's opportunity to speak. Everyone in the room has had the opportunity. It's now her time.
I am not going to apologize for my original post. To me, it was written from my heart, and if you don't like the way it's read, that's great, you don't have to. But, time and time again, people who didn't like what was going on or like what I said or whatever came to these meetings. During COVID, we had meetings like this all the time. We had people that are in this room that would do things like go after LGBTQ kids in this district, go after LGBTQ employees with this district, file false police reports trying to get them fired, doing things like they're doing today, saying, they didn't say what we like, so you should fire them because it's not appropriate, okay? And I've spent a lot of time pushing back on that. And that's part of the reason that a lot of people don't like me, a lot of people in this room. I don't care. I am not here to please you. I'm here to protect our kids. I'm here to make sure they get a good education. Everybody's kids. I don't care what a kid's parents' politics is. I don't care if a kid comes here and yells at me. I am interested in making sure every single kid that goes through this district at any time gets the best possible education they can. And honestly, a lot of people in this room have, over the years, have didn't think that they should, that some kids in this district should get the same education that other people's kids did, okay? I've pushed on that, and I will continue to do that. What these guys decide to do tonight is not going to change anything. But that's enough about me. My concern is what's going on in this community and this country with people selectively deciding who they're going to get and who they're going to destroy. I just did some research. On September 14th, a man named Thomas DeVore, who was the lawyer who sued us over COVID, representing several people in this room, a failed candidate for Attorney General, posted this on his public Facebook page about me. During COVID, D300 threatened and intimidated families. I saw it. As such, it should surprise no one that this lady is a flaming liberal who is proudly and publicly showing her satisfaction that Charlie was murdered. I never did that, number one. This lady is everything is wrong in public education. Children are at risk of being brainwashed with the psychotic liberal garbage as long as people like her are allowed to remain. Too far, too long, the D300 board has been unaccountable. Today, that ends. Replying to this post, another person, I'm not sure she's here today, but she was here the other day, a former client of Mr. DeVore's in a lawsuit again against D300 and other school districts during COVID, said, join us in demanding Community Unit School District 300 School Board President Nancy Zettler's resignation. We don't want people advocating for our children that condone shootings and or violence against people like her. Again, I did not do that. Now, the thing that bothers me the most about this is that it is inflaming people who either don't want to understand or just don't understand, because like the one woman said tonight, she saw something that was passed on and you know, all this other stuff. They're not seeing my original thing, and this is being promoted like I hate Charlie Kirk, and I'm glad he's dead, and I was celebrating, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, my problem isn't as much about that as it is about what's happening with other people in this district. There are other people that have been attacked in the same way. People have gone and picked up things off of people's Facebook and social media, and they've taken it and they've tried to get them fired. They've tried to get their internships canceled and things like that. This is inappropriate. And it doesn't really matter if we're talking about First Amendment rights or not, and it doesn't matter if you're wrong about First Amendment rights are only related to government. You're wrong about that. But anyway, I'll give you an example. A one-time candidate running against Lauren Underwood, which means he's from this area, said, peacefully find posts of every single teacher across America that celebrated Charlie Kirk's assassination. Take screenshots, take videos, send us the evidence. I don't care how long it takes, we will expose every single last one.
And they would do their job.
And they would do their job.
They would.
You're a public employee. I work for the state. You have a code of conduct that you need to follow.
Joe, can you please refrain from adding comment to the room?
Throughout this entire thing, I've gotten a lot of educators have reached out to me, and they're scared. They're scared that they have to, first of all, don't say anything, because somebody might not like it and they're going to come after me and try to get me fired or worse. Okay? That's inappropriate, and I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to stand for that. I will do everything in my power to protect the teachers and the staff of this community, of this district. Everything in my power. And you know, I mean, don't come after our teachers. Don't come after our staff. Don't come after our administrators. Don't come after other board members, okay? Because I'll be the first one that's going to come after you.
Wow.
Wow!
What the fuck? Psycho.
Wow!
She tripled down. Quadrupled.
Wow!
Okay.
What they do, what?
Okay. Okay.
One of them are my friends. Well, I think I would say.
All right.
Okay? We obviously don't agree about a lot of things, but I will tell you right now, and I don't, that's the decision they have to make. I'm not saying they don't support the teachers or anything like that, but, I think one thing they will tell you guys about is that I always stand up. And a lot of people don't like it when I do. Oh, well, they stand up for the right people and I stand up hard for the right people. And, so whatever they do tonight, we will work it out. We'll be able to function. We will. I'm not going anywhere.
Hearing Mrs. Zettler's comment, is there any further discussion from the board?
Trying to clarify what exactly we're voting on, because it has been over a week, and I think there's been a lot of confusion as to what we're proceeding with tonight. I think it would help a lot if we just went